Everyone, patching into this morning's video. It's Monday at GasWeathers.com, which means only one thing, it's Europe Day. Every Monday at GasWeathers we have a look at weather coming week across the continent, and today is no exception. Now, if I get on with European outlook, just want to say about the ads. There's links to articles on most of the pages at GasWeathers.com. Have a browse through widgets. So any articles that you're interested in, just click through. And you have to go off and read those articles at the same time. GasWeathers, we've got royalty fee on what you're doing. And also to say about website we're using, it's westcentral.de. Find a link to it on my links page. So here's the situation across the continent today. We've got low pressure out to the west and the northwest of Europe, bringing very unsettled conditions in towards northern parts of Spain, France, United Kingdom, Ireland, Low Countries, Belgium, Holland, Germany, and up into towards Scandinavia as well. Very warm air on the eastern side of these areas of low pressure coming out of the Mediterranean, pushing unusual amounts of warmth into central and eastern parts of Europe today. The upper air temperatures show us up very nicely, exceptionally warm upper air temperatures pumping up through many parts of Europe today, particularly central and east areas, but I wouldn't be at all surprised if we have some date records. It's a little bit cooler out to the north and northwest with this area of low pressure, bringing slightly cooler air in off the northern part of the Atlantic in towards the United Kingdom, Ireland, also in Scandinavia as well. But even in Scandinavia, temperatures are well above where they should be. Lots of rain then through northern parts of Spain and Portugal, through the Bay of Biscay towards much of France, going up in towards the Low Countries as well, Belgium, Holland, in towards the far west of Germany. I think we'll have some outbreaks of rain there. It's a wet morning across many parts of the United Kingdom as well. That rain should be clearing away this afternoon with sunshine and showers following through. And then we've got some rain or showers up here across Scandinavia as well, maybe some winteriness over the high ground. Many central east areas actually dry with good sunny spells and very mild. Have a look at the dew points. This is a reflection of moisture in the atmosphere. When the dew points are below freeze, it's telling us where we've got cold, low-level continental air. And we can see most parts of Europe actually have dew points above freezing. Very mild dew points there, extending through France, Low Countries, Germany, in Scandinavia as well. It's a little bit colder for the far north than Norway and Sweden, but the real cold is over into central parts of Russia today. The temperatures show that it's very mild through many parts of Europe, so extending up from Spain and Portugal into towards some parts of France. 22 degrees being signalled here for the south of France, well into the 70s Fahrenheit. Going up in towards Germany, we find temperatures there up to 17, 18 or 90 degrees. It's cooler in the far northeast, but not particularly cold. And over towards the United Kingdom, it's a little bit cooler there, and for Ireland as well than it has been. But even so, temperatures are no worse than average. Moving through to the middle of the week, it's a bit of a messy picture, but the warmth is in the east with these southerly winds bringing the air up from the eastern part of the Mediterranean towards eastern parts of Europe. Turning colder over Scandinavia, we're trying to form some sort of a high pressure over Scandinavia with cold air beginning to dig in. Don't think that's going to last too long. And then out to west, it's more sort of showery type conditions with these shallow troughs of low pressure. The upper air temperature show the warmth really in the east, really being pumped up in towards central and eastern parts of Europe. But there's that cold air just digging into central and northern parts of Scandinavia, trying to bring a cold push down from the Arctic for those reasons. So it's mainly dry across Scandinavia through midweek. This band of rain here could be turning increasingly to sleet or snow as that cold air begins to dig in. But it's mainly dry for Norway, Sweden and Finland. Mainly dry across eastern parts of Europe as well, and that's where the warmth is, of course. Out to the west, central west parts of Europe having showers or longer spells. Though, to be honest, I think the rain does ease down a little bit in the middle of the week compared to what we have right now. The dew points show that very cold air is digging in across many parts of Scandinavia through the middle part of the week. Elsewhere, still generally quite mild dew points, to be honest. The temperatures show that the warmth is in the east of Europe as we go through towards the middle part of the week. It's cooler out in the west, and actually we could get some shallow fog patches for parts of France, England, Scotland, maybe some across Ireland as well. And if they form, it could get quite chilly by day, but otherwise I think we're looking at mild weather in the east, cooler to near normal out in the west, and cold, of course, digging in across Scandinavia. As we move through to Friday, the next area of low pressure is pushing in off off the Atlantic. So that's going to be taking more wind and rain in from the Atlantic Ocean to many western and central at the end of the week. Push of warm air coming in over that area of low pressure, and the cold that we had trying to dig in across Scandinavia is receding back. Once again, very, very warm across the east and the southeast of Europe. Wet weather sweeping through United Kingdom, Ireland and France on Thursday. We'll be in the North Sea, heading in towards Belgium and Holland, Denmark and Germany as we get through in towards the end of the week. Sunshine and showers far along behind. Heavy showers or thunderstorms breaking out across Italy and coming down over the Adriatic in towards the Balkans and down in towards the southeast of Europe. Maybe some kicking off over Greece. A mix up here could be falling as snow as that cold air starts to recede back again from Scandinavia. Otherwise, a lot of dry weather across eastern parts of Europe, and that's where the upper air temperatures are up there, warmest in the east of Europe and the southeast, very warm upper air temperatures, dew points I should say there. And notice the dew points, the cold dew points across Scandinavia are beginning to ease off again as that milder air begins to push back in once more from the Atlantic. Temperatures generally quite a mild scene, really. You can't see it, but it is cold across Scandinavia and western parts of Russia. But that mild air from the west of Europe will be receding, pushing in, allowing that cold air to recede with time. And then moving through to next weekend, it's basically a west-east split. Quite a bit of dry weather up in the northeast of Europe, quite mild too with a southerly flow, more unsettled out to the west of the northwest with those areas of low pressure. The dew points and the upper air temperatures are going to be very warm as we get through to next weekend, much milder than average. And having a look at the precipitation, lots of heavy rain there out in the west, particularly across Spain and Portugal, really wet there and pushing up into France as well. More showers and longer spells of rain for Ireland, the United Kingdom, and coming up into the far south and west of Norway. Elsewhere, going further east, lots of dry weather actually next weekend. The showers and thunderstorms across Italy and the southeast of Europe should be easy off. And the temperatures as we go through to next weekend show that generally it's a mild scene across most parts of Europe. Even the cold air across Scandinavia and Russia through the middle of that stage of the week will be receding back. So, in summary, it's going to be another mild week for much of Europe. Probably not as mild it was earlier last week through the final week of October, but generally a mild scene coming up. And very unsettled in the west, but driest weather probably in the east and the northeast. That's all for now, and thanks for watching.